Welcome back to Career Power Hyderabad, powered by Adda 24/7. So, students, today we'll see the important current affairs. So, before going into the session, let us have a brief discussion about this 5-stage method. So, in this 5-stage method of current affairs discussion, you can learn your current affairs 10 times effectively. So, in these 5 stages, first stage will be headlines with blanks. So, we'll provide a headline with a blank so that this will raise a question in your mind. To know the answer, you need to see the stage 2 detailed analysis. So in detail, we'll discuss the current affair. And stage 3, one word key points. It is the best way to revise your current affairs in one single word. So fourth stage is important MCQs. So every day in our Telegram channel, we have important MCQs at 7 p.m. So do join the Telegram channel and do answer the MCQs. And fifth stage is section wise revision. So we have a very successful running of this section wise revision every Monday. So you can follow the section wise revision video on Monday. So with this, you can learn your current affairs 10 times effectively. So please subscribe our channel, like and share our videos, join the Telegram channel and download the Career Power Hyderabad app. We'll give the links in the description as well as comment section. So we are successfully running our offline branch classes also in all our branches. You can visit our branches for further information on Bank SSC RRB as well as for SI Constable. So let us see the headlines today. So these are the important headlines. So Union Civil Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia, he flagged off a Doon Drone Mela in which city? So Batukamma festival is celebrated in which state? So which bank has launched the 6S campaign under their customer outreach program? So FICCI, this organization has projected India's GDP growth rate for financial year 2022. What is the estimated growth rate? So which company acquired REC Solar Holdings ASA? So who acquired this company? Who is that famous company in India? So next, Nobel Prize in Economic Sciences were given. We need to discuss about the Nobel Prize. So this Telugu filmmaker was chosen for the Satyajit Ray Award. So who is that filmmaker? And also Malayalam writer was given the Valayar Award. So Valayar Ramavarma Memorial Award. So who is that Malayalam writer? So Turkish Grand Prix was won by which F1 racer? And World Day Against Death Penalty is observed on, and World Mental Health Day is observed on, as well as National Postal Day is observed on, and International Day of Girl Child is observed on. So there are two obituaries this day. So father of Pakistan nuclear bomb, so he passed away recently. Who is that father? And Iran's first president, he passed away in France. Who is that Iran's first president after the revolution in 1979? So we need to see all these questions, okay? Headlines. So now we will see detailed analysis. So first, national news, where Jyotiraditya Scindia, the Union Civil Aviation Minister, he launched the Doon Drone Mela 2021 in Dehradun, Uttarakhand state. So this event started with a paragliding demonstration, as well as drone companies, they exhibited their prototypes at this Mela. So minister visited all these demonstrations and he interacted with the drone companies. Okay, so also there were drone and aerosport demonstrations, paraglide demonstrations by the border security force, and a paramotor demonstration by Harsh Sachin, and agriculture spraying drone demonstration by Ivotech World Aviation and Daksha. So these are all the events happened here. There are also a few more events. Before that, let us discuss the governor of Uttarakhand, the new governor, Lieutenant General Gurmeet Singh, Chief Minister of Uttarakhand, Pushkar Singh Dhammi. So the other events happened there were emergency search and response drone demonstration, 3D printed drone by the Drone Application and Research Center and State Disaster Response Force. So they demonstrated their drones, and also a brief drone demonstration, brief survey of drone demonstration by the Arav Unmanned Systems, and which was under the Samvita scheme. Okay, and also a training drone demonstration by retired squadron leader Varsha. So these were all the activities happened in this drone Mela. Okay, so remember Union Civil Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia, this Mela was held in Dehradun. Simple. Next, state news, where Batukamma festival begins in Telangana state. So it's a 9-day floral festival. So this festival happens during the Durga Navaratri time. Okay, so it will start on the day of Mahalaya Amavasya and ends on the day of Durgashtami. So it will continue for 9 days and it will end on Durgashtami. So Batukamma means Telangana, very simple. So Telangana Governor Tamilisai Sundarajan, Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao, and other important festivals of Telangana, you can see Bonalu, Mallanna Jatara, Sammakka Sarakka Jatra and Nagoba Jatra. So popular festivals of Telangana, please remember, very very important, static GK. So next, banking news where Punjab National Bank has launched 6S campaign. So under their customer outreach program, Punjab National Bank has launched this 6S campaign. Okay, so this campaign has Swabhiman, Samruddhi, Sampak, Shikar, Sankalp and Swagat. So these are all the 6 elements in this 6S campaign. Okay, so the main objective of this campaign is to provide a special awareness campaign for the development of financial services, to accelerate the credit growth, improve penetration of the social security schemes and drive digital banking. So this is the objective of this 6S campaign. So Punjab National Bank headquarters New Delhi. Punjab National Bank was established in 1894. Okay, so please remember. Now we'll see what is this campaign is all about. So under this campaign, the first one, Swabhiman. So under Swabhiman, a financial inclusion agenda by deepening the penetration of 3 important schemes: Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Yojana and Atal Pension Yojana. So these schemes will be promoted by the bank. Okay. Under Samruddhi scheme, agriculture sector will be given lot of credit, lot of loans. Under Shikar, Sankalp and Swagat schemes, special rate of interest will be given to retail and MSME sector. Okay. Finally, under the Sampark scheme, so the penetration of their mobile application PNB1. So the bank will promote the PNB1 app. So these are all the details about this 6S campaign. Okay. So please check out all these details. Next is economy news where FICCI, they projected India's growth rate as 9.1% for this current fiscal year 2022. Okay, so because of the economic recovery and post the second wave of pandemic, so you can see the economy is recovering. So that is why they estimated it at 9.1. So they survey, their economic outlook survey was conducted in September. So from the responses from the leading economists through the industry, banking, financial sectors, they came to this conclusion. And also this ongoing festive season, this Dasara Diwali festive season is also supporting this economic recovery. Okay, so let us discuss about FICCI, which is the Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry, a non-governmental trade association and advocacy group, okay, which is mainly based in India. So this FICCI was established on the advice of Mahatma Gandhi by businessman J.D. Birla and Purushottam Das Thakur Das. So in 1927, they established this organization on the recommendation of Gandhi. So headquarters is in New Delhi. So these are the details about FICCI, Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry. So next, business news where Reliance New Energy Solar Limited. So they acquired REC Solar Holdings ASA. So Reliance New Energy Solar Limited, which is a wholly owned subsidiary of Reliance Industries, they acquired 100% shareholding of the REC Solar Holdings ASA, which is simply called REC Silicon. Okay, so at a value of $771 million, Reliance New Energy Solar Limited, they acquired this company. So with this acquisition, Reliance is targeting nearly 100 gigawatt of solar energy by 2030. And also this will support the country's target of 450 gigawatt of renewable energy by 2030. So that is the advantage of having the solar, acquiring the solar company. So this REC Silicon, so they have 3 manufacturing facilities, 2 in Norway which produce solar grade polysilicon and 1 in Singapore which will produce the PV cells, photovoltaic cells and modules. Okay. So with this acquisition, now the Reliance New Energy Solar Limited, they own this all 3 plants, manufacturing plants. So they will manufacture for themselves and they will produce solar energy in India itself. So very advantageous for India. Okay. So this Reliance New Energy Solar Limited, headquarters in Mumbai, established in 2021 this year itself. So REC Solar Holdings headquarters is in Singapore. It was established in 1996. Okay. So it was established then in Norway. Then it changed a lot of hands. Now in the hands of Reliance. Okay. So next, awards. So Nobel Prize in Economic Sciences was announced. So let us see who were given the Nobel Prize in Economic Sciences. So remember this picture. So that is why I given this picture. Remember this picture, very simple. So Nobel Prize in Economics was given jointly to David Card, Joshua D. Angrist and Guido W. Ebbins. So for these 3 people, the Economic Sciences Nobel Prize was given. So first half of the prize was given to David Card for his contributions to labor economics. The rest half of the prize was given jointly to Joshua D. Angrist and Goodyear W. Ebbins for their analysis of casual relationships. Okay, so just remember the persons and what is their contribution. That's it. Don't go deep into the topic. Simple. Okay, we don't need the theory, we need the static and factual points for your exams. So David Card is a professor at University of California. Joshua Angrist is a professor at Massachusetts Institute of Technology, Cambridge. So Goodyear W. Ebbins is a professor at Stanford University. So these are their academic details. So if you see about this Nobel Prize in Economic Sciences, it is called the Swearids Riksbank Prize in Economic Sciences. So in 1968, if you see the horizon, so Nobel Prize was launched way back in 1901, but this economic prize was launched in 1968. So in 1968, Sveriges Riksbank, which is the Sweden's central bank, like RBI for India, Sveriges Riksbank is for Sweden. So they established this economic sciences prize in memory of Alfred Nobel, who is the founder of this Nobel Prize. So this prize money is donated by this Sveriges Riksbank, the central bank of Sweden, and this was launched on the occasion of the bank's 300th anniversary. So first prize was given in 1969 for Ragnar Fritz and Jan Timbersen. So for these two people, the first economic prize Nobel was given. This year 2021, you know the people, David Card, Joshua Angrist and Goodyear W. Ebbins. Okay, remember them. Okay, so next question. Next is one more award. So B. Gopal, so he's a Telugu filmmaker. So he was chosen for the Satyajit Ray Award. Okay, so this fourth Satyajit Ray for overall contribution to Indian cinema went to B. Gopal. He is called Bejawada Gopal. So he directed nearly 30 Telugu films and 2 Hindi movies. Okay, so the cash prize is 10,000 rupees and a memento and a plaque. So these are all given to him, B. Gopal. So this award was instituted by the Satyajit Ray Film Society based in Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala. So this society aim is to bring together people of varying cultural artistry under one roof and provide a befitting platform for them to nurture their talents. So they also serve as a tribute and aspiring venue to follow the footsteps of legendary filmmaker Satyajit Ray. So he is one of the finest filmmakers, the first filmmakers of Indian film industry, who transformed Indian film cinema, and also I put it on the map of world cinema. So Satyajit Ray Award goes to B. Gopal. So next award, Astronautical Society of India, they conferred the Aryabhatta Award to G. Satish Reddy, who is the chairman of DRDO, Defense Research Development Organization, and the Secretary, Department of Defense R&D. So he was given the Aryabhatta Award by the Astronautical Society of India for his outstanding lifetime contribution in the promotion of astronautics in India. So Dr. Reddy is very pioneer in the R&D of advanced avionics, navigation and missile technologies. So Reddy, he contributed immensely to the strategic and tactical missile systems, making India self-reliant in the critical defense technologies. He is an institution builder. So he established robust defense development and production ecosystem. So this Astronautical Society was established in 1990 and headquartered is in Bengaluru in the UR Rao Satellite Center. It is present. So this society, okay, is mainly to develop the astronautics in the country, to disseminate technical and other information related to astronautics by technical meetings, by publications, by organizing exhibitions. So they instituted this Aryabhatta Award for talented Indians, so who made significant contributions in fostering the astronautics in India. So who was given this award? Satish Reddy was given the Aryabhatta Award, remember. So next award is for famous Malayalam writer Benjamin. So he was given the Valayar Award. So Valayar Ramavarma Memorial Literacy Award. So Benjamin, he won this award for his book Mantandril Iruvattu Communist Varshangal. So 20 in Malayalam means Iruvattu. So Mantandril Iruvattu Communist Varshangal. So for this book, he was given the Valayar the Ramavarma Memorial Literacy Award. Okay, Literature Award. So please remember, Benjamin was given this award. So this book is a political satire. So this novel revolves around a village called the Mantandril, okay, where there is an influence of religion and politics in its culture from past 2 decades. So it's a book about the village. So this book was given the award, okay, Vayalar Award. So it's a Vayalar Award, okay. So this Vayalar Award is given for best literature work in Malayalam. So this was instituted in 1977 by the Vayalar Ramavarma Memorial Trust in the memory of the poet Vayalar Ramavarma. He is a very famous poet in Malayalam. So a sum of 1 lakh rupees, a silver plate and a certificate were given to the awardee. So now it is given to Benian. Next, this will be presented on 27th October, which is the death anniversary of Vayalar Ramavarma. So on this day, this award will be presented to Benian, okay, Benjamin, okay. So please remember. So quite confusing Malayalam names, but please try to remember. So next is sport news, where Valtteri Bottas wins the Turkish Grand Prix 2021. So it's a part of the F1 World Championship. So Valtteri Bottas, it's his first title in this season. He belongs to Finland, Mercedes Racing. So he won the Turkish Grand Prix 2021. So Max Verstappen of Red Bull Racing, he was stood second, and Sergio Perez of Mexico Red Bull Racing, he stood third, okay. So this Turkish Grand Prix is a Formula 1 motor race held at the Istanbul Park circuit, which was designed by Hermann Tilke. So this Turkish Grand Prix is a part of Formula 1 World Championships, okay. So 24 races you will have. We are always discussing about this Grand Prixes. Please remember, very, very important. So next we will see all the important days. We have quite more important days this day. So World Day Against Death Penalty is observed on 10th October. So this day is to advocate the abolition of death penalty, to raise awareness of the conditions and circumstances which affect the prisoners with death sentences. The theme for this year is Women Sentenced to Death, an Invisible Reality. So remember the theme, remember the date, okay. Next question, current affair for today. World Mental Health Day is observed on 10th October, mainly to educate about global mental health awareness and advocate against this social stigma. So mainly to raise awareness of mental health issues around the world and to mobilize efforts in support of the mental health. So this World Mental Health Day is observed on 10th October. And what is the theme? Mental health in an unequal world. So next is National Postal Day on 10th October itself. So it's an extension to the World Post Day, which is celebrated on 9th October. So this day is aimed to commemorate the role played by Indian Postal Department for the past 150 years, which was established in 1854 by Lord Dalhousie, then Viceroy or then Governor General. Okay, so Indian Postal Service is integral part of India. So their services, okay, they are the best. They are providing best performance despite the diversity in culture, tradition, and difficult geographical terrains. Indian Post is serving India. So very, very important. National Postal Day, 10th October. So next is International Day of Girl Child on 11th October. So this day was declared by United Nations to raise awareness of the issues facing girls internationally, mainly surrounding education, nutrition, child marriage, legal and medical rights. And theme for this year is Digital Generation, Our Generation. Remember the theme, remember the date. That's it. Very, very important. So let us see at the obituaries. So father of Pakistan's nuclear bomb, A.Q. Khan, Abdul Qadir Khan. So he is regarded as the father of Pakistan nuclear bomb. So he passed away at the age of 85 years. So the atomic scientist Dr. Khan, he is hailed as a national hero for transforming Pakistan into world's first Islamic nuclear power and also contributing in enhancing the country's defense capabilities. So Qadir Khan, Abdul Qadir Khan, he passed away recently. So next is about the Iran's first president who passed away recently. So Iran's first president, Abul Hassan Banisadr, so he passed away recently. He is the first president after the 1979 Islamic Revolution. So he passed away at the age of 88. So he was elected president in the year 1980 after the Islamic Revolution. So but after 16 months in power, he was impeached by the clerics because he challenged the power of clerics. So he fled to France and from there onwards he settled in France. So if you discuss about this person, in 1960s, so this Abul Hassan, so he was jailed in Iran for opposing the then monarch Shah, okay, the Persian Shah. So he fled to France. There he joined the group of Khomeini, so Ayatollah Khomeini, who is considered the supreme leader of Iran. So So he was joined the group. He became very close to Khomeini. So then later he worked as economics foreign minister, and with the help of these clerics, he became president. So he faced lot of difficulties during his presidency, like the US embassy hostage crisis, Iran-Iraq war, opposition from these clerics, all these things. Later he fled to France as a Aslam. Okay, so these are all seeking Aslam. So these are all the details about Abul Hasan Banisadr. So remember, so these are all the current affairs. Let us quickly revise in one word key points. Stage 3. So Doon Drone Mela happened in Dehradun, inaugurated by Union Civil Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia. Batkama festival celebrated in Telangana. Punjab National Bank has launched 6S campaign. So FICCI has estimated 9.1 growth rate in India. So Reliance New Energy Solar Limited has acquired REC Solar Holdings ASA. B. Gopal was given the Satyajit Ray Award. Benjamin was given the Vayalar Award, Vayalar Ramavarma Memorial Literature Award. So Valtteri Bottas won the Turkish Grand Prix 2021. World Day Against Death Penalty 10th October, World Mental Health Day 10th October, National Postal Day 10th October, International Day of Girl Child 11th October. Okay, so remember all these days. So the father of Pakistan nuclear bomb Abdul Qadir Khan passed away. Abul Hasan Banisadr, Iran's first president, passed away. Nobel Prize in Economics was given to David Card, Joshua D. Angrist and Guido W. Inbins. So these are all the current affairs for today. So at 7 p.m. please join our Telegram channel and answer the MCQs. So please subscribe our YouTube channel, like and share our videos, share with all your friends. So from today, definitely you'll have continuous current affairs, daily current affairs video at 5 p.m. So do follow the videos. Please share the videos, like the videos, join the Telegram channel, download the Career Power Hyderabad app. We'll provide the links in the description as well as comment section. So thank you students, we'll meet in the next class.